All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for your patience while we get the presentation up and running. My name is Amy McGregor, and I am a Child Nutrition Program Specialist for our office. Today, we're going to be discussing the National School Lunch Program application process for the upcoming school year for 26-27. As a reminder, this presentation will be recorded. Also, just so everybody knows, if any AI features or note takers are being used during the presentation, you will be removed from the presentation immediately. Just as a brief overview for today's presentation, first we will be reviewing the steps that need to be taken prior to starting the application in My NHDOE. We'll be reviewing how to navigate through the My NHDOE website, and also we will end with an overview of the application attachments that must be submitted with your 26-27 NSLP application. I just want to provide a little reminder of some terminology that you'll be hearing throughout this presentation. I'll be saying SFA, which is your school food authority, LEA, or your local education agency, district, or SAU, which is your school administrative unit. So our office has rolled over the NSLP application, sponsor, and site pages from school year 2025 to 2026 to school year 26-27. So this will be available in My NHDOE tomorrow for you to review. Our office will be sending out an email once this is available for you. Just want to note that if you have an application amendment currently in process for school year 25-26, this may impact the rollover. So if you do not see your district rolled over, or if there are any issues with the rollover, please contact our office for assistance. So to complete the NSLP application in My NHDOE, there are two permissions that are required. The first is the application data entry. This individual is responsible for entering all of the initial application information. Then there's the application submit. The application submit will review and submit the application to our office for the final approval. And then just as a little reminder, the application data entry and the application data submit must be two different individuals, and they both must be employees of the SFA. These individuals cannot be employees of the food service management company if you do contract with one. So if you don't have permissions in My NHDOE yet, you'll need to obtain those from our office in order to complete the application. So you can submit a program authorization form to nutrition@doe.nh.gov, and we can get those permissions provided to you. We cannot create an account for you. So if you're having any issues creating your account or getting into your account, you will have to contact the My NHDOE help desk. So once you are logged into your My NHDOE account, at the top right of the screen, you will see a drop-down. So this option isn't available yet, but this will be available tomorrow once the application process is open. Just make sure that fiscal year 2027 is selected. This will allow you to work on the National School Lunch Program application for school year 26-27. If you don't have the correct fiscal year selected, you will be working on a previous application. Just so everybody is aware, fiscal year 2026 will still automatically populate for the time being. So each time you log in, you will need to make sure that you're switching to fiscal year 2027. So just like school year 25-26, applications are still going to be done by district. The SAU will populate automatically. If you're part of a multi-district SAU, the districts will populate in a drop-down. Please select the district you want to complete first. All districts will need to be completed in full. Next, we are going to go over how to access the NSLP application sponsor page. So for those who have not completed an NSLP application in MyNHDOE in the past, there is a sponsor page application and also a site application or applications, depending on how many sites you have in your district. There is one sponsor application for each district. Each site will be for separate schools within the district, as I mentioned. So to access a sponsor page application, below where you selected your district, the application data entry will then click on either the in process hyperlink or the not started hyperlink. Those are shown in the screenshots at the bottom of the page. So the status will stay in process or not started depending on if the application for the upcoming school year has been opened. When the application data entry clicks on either of the hyperlinks, this will then bring them to the sponsor page application. So again, with the application rollover, all information from sponsor pages and site pages have been rolled over. Please note that the application data entry is responsible for updating all items listed in this section. For example, this includes any dates, application contacts, and all other listed positions due to employee turnover, role changes, etc. The start date and the effective date will be the first day of school for school year 26-27. The ending date will be the planned last day of school for school year 26-27. Again, if a multi-district, this must be completed for each district. So that completes the application sponsor page. Now for site pages, again, there will be one per school within each district. So just as a little reminder, when you're going between the site and sponsor applications, to utilize the green arrow that you see in the red box on the slide on the first screenshot. If you use the back arrow in your browser, it will most likely log you out of MyNHDOE and you'll have to log in every time. You'll see the green arrow on every page on the application process, just like you do on the claims. So there are two spots to access the site applications within your NSLP application. First, you can get there from the sponsor page that's shown in the first screenshot. The application data entry will click on the site applications hyperlink. After the site applications have been initially created, you can then access each site application from the MyNHDOE homepage after logging in as the application data entry or submit. This is what's shown in the second screenshot below. So with the rollover, the site applications will most likely already be there. If they are not, just please contact our office. A new site application most likely will need to be created due to, will not need to be created, I'm sorry, due to the rollover. However, I just did want to highlight this just in case. Also, if the district has a new site for this upcoming school year, please contact our office so that we're able to make any changes and make sure the new site is visible in the dropdown that you're going to be selecting from. So once all sites have been selected, or you have confirmed that they have accurately rolled over and all information is correct, please, again, just verify everything, make sure everything's up to date, and just reach out to our office if any changes need to be made. So just a few reminders for the site pages. Please don't complete the Seamless Summer option fields, even if you're going to be operating the Seamless Summer for summer 2026. Also, the grades on each site page must be the grades that the National School Lunch Program and School Breakfast Program meals are made available to. So if there were any recent grade configurations within your site, please reach out to our office with any questions and we'll help you through that. Also, I just want to make note that if your site has preschool enrolled in the school, but they are not serving to these students, please just let our office know so we can make note of that as well. So under meal charges, you'll want to enter the price that the school is charging for breakfast and lunch meals. So for example, if the school food authority is covering the cost of reduced lunch for all students, you'll want to put $0 for reduced lunch, not the price you would be charging, which is the 40 cents. Also, at the bottom of each site application where it says state only, these items will be checked off by the state agency application reviewer, not by the district. So when you submit the application, please make sure where it says state only, those two boxes are left unchecked. If you are checking off the after school snack option under the meals approved to serve section, please make sure that you are attaching the after school snack attachment or the application will be returned to you. So once each site application has been completed or all information has been verified that it's rolled over correctly, make sure you are hitting that save button. That way you aren't losing any information that you might have put in or updated. Lastly, within the site pages, please remember to complete and or update the site page contacts. Once you save the application, the contacts will populate. If those need to be changed for school year 26-27, please make any applicable updates as needed. If you have any questions regarding those roles, please contact our office and we'll definitely be able to help you with this information. So now we are going to be talking about the application attachments. So these have been updated on our website for school year 26-27. While the sponsor and site application information did get rolled over, the attachments did not. So these have been updated by our office, and the district must read through and sign each attachment for the upcoming school year. So this first attachment or screenshot is the application checklist. This is just a great reference to make sure you have completed all required attachments for the upcoming school year. This checklist does not need to be uploaded in My NHDOE as one of the attachments for the application. This is just for your own reference. So just like school year 25-26, all applications must be done by district, not by SAU. So to access the attachments on the NSLP application in My NHDOE, you're going to navigate to the sponsor page for each district and select the attachments blue hyperlink at the top of the page. You'll see that in the screenshot on the slide right here. So this will bring you to where you'll be uploading all of the attachments. So then this screenshot shows where the application data entry will be uploading each completed attachment. So each attachment will have the appropriate drop-down title. The drop-down name will be the exact same name as the title of the attachment you're working on. Just wanted to note as well that any attachment that is incorrectly labeled will result in the NSLP application being returned. So please just confirm that all attachment names are correct prior to submission to our office. Lastly, to upload each attachment, you will click on Choose File, and then you will select the attachment type, then press Attach. Then you'll see the attachment below once it's been uploaded. So this slide is just a list of all the required attachments for school year 26-27. It's the same as last year, like I mentioned. However, some information has changed. So you guys just need to make sure you're reading through all that information. I just wanted to provide a quick overview of each attachment. So first is the permanent agreement. So the SFA is agreeing to administer the child nutrition program in accordance with federal regulations. Also, I wanted to note on the permanent agreement, the superintendent may authorize additional staff as authorized signers on behalf of the district. Again, these individuals must be employees of the district. So this is just beneficial if the superintendent or the equivalent is out of the office. There's another individual that can sign important documentation if necessary. Next is the NSLP application attestation. This attachment confirms that the SFA certifies all information has been submitted on the online application is true and correct. The wellness policy and meal charge attestation allows the SFA to certify that all schools under its jurisdiction that are participating in the NSLP are following the wellness and meal charge state and federal requirements. The policies do not need to be uploaded with the attestation. The attestation itself confirms that you are following all of the requirements, and just note that these items will be reviewed during an on-site administrative review. The free and reduced household income application attestation is for the SFA to certify that all federal application, eligibility, and certification requirements are being met. If the SFA is not using the prototype household income application that will be supplied by the state agency, then you will be required to attach a copy of the application that you are requesting to send to households. Please note that this must be approved by our office if you are not using our provided prototype application. Lastly, the SFA will attest to meeting all of the resource management requirements for paid lunch equity, or PLE, your non-program food revenue, and procurement. So just as a reminder, the PLE tool and the non-program food revenue tool do not need to be submitted with the NSLP application. However, these areas will also be reviewed during an administrative review, as they are required to be done each year. If they aren't followed correctly, this could result in a finding from a review. So these are 2 additional application attachments that are required based on if the SFA would like to operate the after-school snack program or if the SFA is a residential childcare institution. If there are any schools within the SFA that are not participating in the NSLP and want to apply for the special milk program, please just reach out to our office, as this application will be done separately. If the SFA is applying for the after-school snack program, the application attachment must be uploaded with the NSLP application. Please make sure to include a detailed explanation of your education component, an example menu, and any program flyers or advertisements that you have for your after-school program. So all materials listed on this slide are for the SFA use only. So this means that they are not required to be uploaded to the NSLP application in My NHDOE. If they are uploaded, the application will be returned and the SFA will need to delete these attachments from the application. This is for SFA use only, like I mentioned. So again, all application materials have been updated on our website. The NSLP application process will be open tomorrow once you receive an email from our office. When you are done updating and or verifying the NSLP application and all attachments have been uploaded, you will then want to send the NSLP application to our office for review. The application data entry will need to first send the NSLP application to the application data submit for final review. It's just like the claims process. It's a double-step submission. So in the first screenshot from the sponsor page, you will click on the In Process blue hyperlink. This will make the Send to Submitter box pop up. The data entry will then press Yes, Send to Submitter. Then the application data submit will need to log in and send the NSLP application to our office. So from the sponsor page, the application data submit will click on the blue hyperlink that says pending submission to DOE, and this will trigger the send to new NHDOE box to populate. The application data submit will click on submit to NHDOE for review or approval, and then when that hyperlink for the application submit says pending DOE approval, that is when you know the application has been fully submitted to our office. If the application is still saying pending submission to DOE, that means that it has not been fully submitted to our office, and that does not flag our office to review the application. So please just confirm that it has been fully submitted. Once the application says pending DOE approval, that will be put into our queue to review. Please note that it'll take our team some time to review the NSLP applications once they are submitted. After it has been reviewed, an NSLP team member will reach out with any additional edits if needed, or if the SFA or LEA will receive confirmation that their application has been approved. Also, just wanted to note if the application is not fully approved prior to the first day of school, your claims for reimbursement may not be paid prior to the approval date. And here is the most up-to-date non-discrimination statement. And if there's any questions, I will stick around for a bit. You can also email me or anybody in our office with any questions as well.